Welcome back to Donghua Recapped. In today's video I will be recapping My Wife is the Devil Queen. It begins as we see a boy called Xiang using his 9 levels of practice to battle against a monster. He thinks he has defeated it, but suddenly a creature comes from its stomach and throws an attack at them. Another mysterious creature comes down towards them and captures the bug monster, revealing herself to be Isabella, also known as the Demon Queen. It's explained that multiple wars between the demon race and the human race occurred over the span of hundreds of years, but they then agreed to be peaceful. We go back in time where Xiang is playing video games, and when he wakes up he is shocked to be in the presence of the Demon Queen. They point out that the ring around his neck makes him the son of prophecy, and Isabella gets angry that the king chose him. She explains how her king was sneak attacked, and Xiang thinks about how similar her story is to works of fiction. Suddenly, the king's magic power starts to wear out on Isabella, and they blame it on the human race as Isabella takes Xiang's clothes. She plans to leave, however the high priest says that she must make sure nobody discovers her true identity before making them disappear, as the door is abruptly broken down by the human prince, whose name is Angus. Isabella and her team are teleported to a different area where they think they're safer, but then they're attacked by the humans. Isabella says she wants to defend her subjects, however Xiang says that they must get out of there, and his words are powerful enough for her to listen and follow him away from the battle. They're stopped by more members of the human clan though, and they think that they're demons, so they want to kill them, but Xiang kneels down to them, and the commander of the White Dragon Knights arrives and tells them to leave, so they do as he says. His name is Cephesus, and he introduces himself before questioning them on their roles in the demon army. He tells them to follow him, and they approach the capital of the human race. A man called Buri blocks the way of the army, and one of the guards explains to Xiang that the man is the first son of the king. Cephesus and the first son of the king argue a little before Cephesus's dad, Lord Gulu, appears, and the guard explains that he is the only emperor teacher. Suddenly the horns are blown, and the gates are opened as an entourage of people enter. They're holding a spike with the high priest's head on it, and Angus walks in, threatening Buri since he played a trick on the White Dragon Knights. Isabella and Xiang are told to come to the commander's mansion, where they are greeted by the maid called Elena. Angus and Lord Gulu stand before the king of the humans and argue as Lord Gulu explains that Angus broke the terms of the peace treaty that was proposed by the king, concluding that it will probably lead to another full-scale war. Angus then tells his side of the story, saying that they just need to kill Isabella in order to build a stronger alliance between the humans and the demons. The king takes Angus' side, saying that he will be in charge of the future arrangements. Isabella and Xiang relax and separate baths, and then Cephesus walks into Xiang's bath as he questions him about his family, revealing that his brother went missing 12 years ago. Xiang has to continue making things up to make his lie sound believable, and then Cephesus explains their dilemma since Angus is in charge of the plans of combat. Elena shows Xiang to his room, and when he walks in he sees Isabella standing there naked. She gets angry at him, and then they realize that Elena is spying on them because she still thinks they're working for the demons. Xiang starts to joke about being Isabella's boyfriend, leading to her punching him in the face. After they finish messing around, Isabella tells him that the king of the demons doesn't know the magic to send Xiang back to his world, but then he asks for her ring and compares it to his one, attempting to combine their powers to send him back, however it doesn't work. Cephesus brings Elena close to him and says that he believes Xiang may be his brother. Xiang wakes up and notices Isabella is missing. Before Elena brings him an outfit to wear, he puts it on and they head out into the garden, where Cephesus practices his archery and Isabella also demonstrates her skills. They sit around a table where he says that he hopes that they will serve the human empire, but Isabella has an outburst and says that she would rather go back to the demon clan. She says that the humans are the weakest species, and that there are 7 different dragon regiments, with the white dragons being the weakest of the 7, and she shouts that she wants to join the Imperial College to become stronger and get revenge. Xiang tries to cushion the damage of her words by saying that she meant she wants revenge on the demon clan, Cephesus says that the Imperial College is too dangerous and that he will keep them there. But Xiang says that they need to join the Imperial College in order to help the human clan in their war with the demons. This convinces Cephesus, and he sets that he will recommend them to the college since they have immense potential. Cephesus says that there are multiple things they can learn in the college, and that they will need to display their skills in front of all of the teachers. At the college, there is a stage where a student called Ariel gives a demonstration. He punches a huge stone sculpture with a small pebble in his hand, smashing it into pieces. But the pebble was also destroyed, so the teacher puts a bird in his hand and punches the same sculpture, also destroying it but managing to keep the bird alive. Xiang goes onto the stage, as does Isabella, who catches the attention of the guys in the crowd. The teacher says she would make for a good fighter, but she says she wants to learn swordsmanship or magic. After passing out due to the master's powerful aura, Xiang wakes up and Ariel says that he failed the test. But Xiang says that he will be a student there at the college and they agree to be friends. A fight has broken loose between the swordsmanship teacher and magic teacher, and they both prove they're very skilled as they send strikes at each other. Xiang has to save the janitor from getting hit by one of their blasts. The teacher is called Dorona, and she notices that Xiang is not a student at the college. However, one of Cephesus's men says that Xiang is a friend of his, so she gets off his case. Isabella is given a magic ball to see if she has magic powers. If it glows, then she does have magic powers, but if it doesn't, then she won't be able to take magic classes and will have to join the swordsmanship class instead. The magic ball is delayed for a second, but then it starts glowing, signifying that she does have magic, and everyone is amazed at how much power and potential she has. Despite this, she picks up a sword and says she hasn't made her decision on what class she wants to take. Buri steps forward and says that he will be her fighting partner. The fight begins as she dodges his attacks, and he sends a huge strike her way, but she evades it and counters him. Throwing a few more strikes, however, he uses his power to send her flying backwards. He throws another strike that she doesn't defend in time. However, a guy called Ren saves her, catching him in his arms and causing Xiang to become jealous. And he says in front of everyone that Isabella is her wife. Even though Isabella beholds a lot of magic power, Dorona says that she should join the swordsmanship class, and the magic teacher argues, saying that she holds more magic skill. Xiang disrupts this argument, asking them to do the tests on him as well. He is given the magic ball, and to everyone's surprise, there is absolutely no light coming from the ball. They tell him that he can learn swordsmanship. However, a sword fighter cannot beat someone who is naturally magical. And then Buri mocks him and says that he is trash. He remembers that Cephesus said he could be a good cook, and then Isabella defends him against Buri. He hugs Isabella as if she was actually his wife, and then says he wants to pursue a different class. The argument between the swordsmanship and magic teachers continue, whilst Xiang finds himself in a class where some students are doing sketches of swords. He asks Cephesus's assistant guard why they are even doing drawings. And then the teacher, Mr. Martin, walks in and says that he doesn't have any common sense, and then says he will teach Xiang about their unique way of forging swords. He draws a sword in the ground and makes it turn into a real steel sword, saying that it wasn't magic but instead his own blacksmithing technique. Xiang gets on his knees and begs to be a part of the class. Everyone is stunned by how quick and efficient his drawing skills are. And Mr. Martin says that he should learn blacksmithing since he doesn't have any other skills, telling him that he is his disciple and giving him an entry-level brush. Angus enters the king's throne room, followed by Lord Galu, and Angus says that he recently saw the demi-human leader privately giving rations to the subhuman tribe, and he says that these are crimes that are worthy of death. However, Lord Galu says that the demi-humans are potential allies and should not be killed. Suddenly, two giant beasts in chains are dragged into the throne room, and then they reveal to the king two heads inside some boxes. Angus tells the king that he will carry out the brutal deed, and the beasts get angry since he plans to attack the demi-human tribe. However, they are quickly silenced, although the demi-human leader is able to get free from the chains, and he goes to attack the king, but Cephesus protects him. stabbing the creature through the chest, which instantly kills him. Xiang spots a portal and he is shocked, learning that it leads to the student dorm rooms. He is given a key and a choice to either stay with Saphieces or to stay in the dormitory, and he chooses the latter. Master Gulu enters the king's room for a scheduled meeting. However, he is shocked to find that he isn't there, and suddenly he is snuck up on by Angus. But that's where this video ends. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time.